Joining me today is Monica Lewis. She's this year's New Jersey State Teacher of the Year. Monica teaches both deaf and hard of hearing students at the Governor Livingston Regional High School in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. The things that she has done with her students have inspired awe and admiration in other children and her colleagues alike. Monica, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Let me first ask you, how did you become a teacher of the deaf and the hard of hearing?
I went to college in hopes of getting a degree in speech pathology and audiology. I took, quite by accident, an elective. I took American Sign Language as an elective, and I just absolutely fell in love with the language and with the deaf culture. And as I investigated and researched more about deafness and deaf culture, I found, that was truly where I wanted to go and the career that I wanted to pursue.
Monica, how's your classroom different from other classrooms that we might visit in this high school? And then again, how is it the same?
My classroom is set up in a semicircle in order to facilitate communication so that the students and that I can make the most out of our day and have the most productivity. We need to be able to see each other. We're using sign language. The students are using their residual hearing, their speech reading skills. So it's very important that we have that face-to-face kind of connection.
Yeah.
Because the students are visual learners and they're watching me sign, they truly have to give me their complete attention. And to ask someone, especially an adolescent, to stare at you, for 42 minutes, that takes a great deal of concentration. So I try to vary the activities, have them do some of the teaching, have them do some work at their seats, have them get up, come to the overhead. It's just a variety to keep their interest and still have some academic learning. In that way, my classroom is set up maybe a little differently than a typical classroom. I have a smaller number of students because the students have varied and very specific needs that have to be met. But other than that, it's a very typical high school setting.
I understand that children that come to your classroom are actually coming from all over the state. How do they get here? Where do they come from?
Governor Livingston has a specific program for deaf and hard of hearing students. So we attract students from all over the state. If the deaf students did not come to our program, they would go to their own district and maybe be the only deaf or hard of hearing student. So the services, their needs truly wouldn't be met. They come here. We have a speech language pathologist in our program. We have a counselor who knows sign language. We have 6 sign language interpreters that go with the students if they are in mainstream classes, and we have 6 teachers of the deaf and hard of hearing. So it's a specifically designed program, and the students do come from across the state, and they do utilize our services quite extensively. We have students involved in sports, in clubs, National Honor Society, the student government. They're very involved. This truly is their high school.
Your students mix in with the general school population. How do they accomplish that?
I think our program has been here so long, and the students, as they're coming through the 7th and 8th grades, they know that we're going to be here. So they know to expect sign language interpreters at all of the assemblies and at all of the games and at all of the meetings. So we're not such an oddity. And several students have taken, the hearing students have taken American Sign Language. It is offered as an elective. So it's a wonderful opportunity, and it certainly helps to bridge the gap because they can now communicate with the deaf and hard of hearing students, and it's been very, very beneficial.
You're the New Jersey State Teacher of the Year. What does that award mean to you? And what would you like to communicate to the public about what teaching is and what it means?
Being named New Jersey State Teacher of the Year is certainly a tremendous honor, and it's been a very exciting year. So many things have unfolded and opportunities have been available to me. I get to go to many other schools and visit other districts and go to conventions, so it's been wonderful. But I truly feel that I represent Governor Livingston. I represent the teaching profession. There are so many positive, wonderful educators out there, and truly what I would like to communicate to the public is there's a lot of good going on in schools in New Jersey, and it's a concern to read so much negative press about education when it's something that I feel so strongly about. You know, being a teacher is much more than what I do. It truly is who I am. And I know so many other colleagues who feel that way also. And for us to receive so much negative press, it's truly unfair.
What does being Teacher of the Year allow you to do to counter some of those negative views?
I have, to a certain extent, public appearances, and at each one, I absolutely stress the importance of education and educators and how many positive things are going on. So I think that I am on display a little more often and able to project a more positive image.
Monica, let me add my congratulations as well. We're extremely proud of you. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to be with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.